Hello, Dr. Vels here. Let's have a look at split frequency operation on the Yaesu FT-991A. Quite a few functions to cover in this video. There are various reasons for split frequency operation. Sometimes if you're speaking to more than one station at once, those other stations may not be on the same frequency exactly, so you can use the clarifier to adjust your receive frequency. That's one instance. Another one is half duplex repeaters, and another one is the very busy stations that operate split frequency. For example, 5 kilohertz up, 5 to 15 kilohertz up, something like that. Well, first we'll look at the clarifier. It has various modes of operation which are accessed via the menu button, and it's item 40 on the menu, Clarifier Mode Select, and at the moment it's on the default setting, which is RX. Select that and you can see that you can have it on TX and TRX as well as RX. So we'll try RX to begin with. And we have to switch the clarifier on by pressing the CLAR button, and then we can use the CLAR VFOB knob to adjust the offset. And that has adjusted the VFOA frequency to 432.351 because the clarifier is plus 1000 Hertz. 1 kilohertz, which means that I will be receiving on 432.351, note the RX there, and I will be transmitting on 432.350. If I just hit the push to talk button, you'll see the frequency alter, and that can be quite useful in situations where different stations are slightly off frequency. It's also a good way of getting into a split frequency operation for that busy station. So you can actually receive up 5 if you are the busy station, or if you're trying to call that station, you can set the clarifier to minus 5000 Hertz, so then you are listening on the station's frequency. Say it's 432.345, he's calling on that frequency, and when you transmit, you'll transmit on 432.350. So that's one way of doing it. The clarifier is plus or minus 9990 Hertz, so not quite 10 kilohertz, but maybe near enough. And to switch the clarifier off, you just hit CLAR. The display still shows the clarifier offset, which is quite useful. So when you hit the clarifier button to switch the clarifier on, you know what the offset is straight away. If we hit the menu button again and select TX on CLAR Mode Select, if I press the CLAR button, it changes to TX. It shows TX there. If I put an offset of 500 Hertz and press the transmit button, it means I transmit 500 Hertz higher than the frequency shown in VFOA. So the offset comes in when I transmit. If I set the clarifier mode to TRX, RX-TX appears when I press CLAR, which simply applies an offset to the frequency shown for VFOA. Switch CLAR off and it goes back to 350. Switch it back on, 350.50. So it's 350 kilohertz, and then switch CLAR RX-TX on and it's 350.5 kilohertz. Whether that's useful or not, I don't know, but that's the clarifier anyway. If I change band, the clarifier stays at 0. If I set that to -270 on the 40 meter band and go to the 70 centimeter band, the clarifier goes back to 0. But the 40 meter clarifier setting remains at -270, so that's worth bearing in mind. It seems that each band has its own clarifier offset.